Alrighty, y'all. WWE Hell in a Cell 2012 pay-per-view predictions, previews, whatever you want to call it, y'all. Let's get into it. It is on pay-per-view, October 28th, 2012, and this should be actually a pretty decent pay-per-view. Now, if you want to compare WWE to TNA, I guess you could, and I guess let's go there for a second. You have TNA with Bound for Glory, which was, 2 weeks ago? And then you have Hell in a Cell. Two different shows, two different storylines, two completely different companies. But I believe TNA, just because it's the biggest pay-per-view of the year for them, they'll get the advantage on that. But we're not talking about WWE versus TNA. We're talking about Hell in a Cell, y'all. Let's get into it, y'all. Now, I don't know the match order to this, but I can tell you this. The main events should be very, very interesting. Now, I am pulling up where they are going to be. They're going to be in the Phillips Arena in Atlanta, Georgia, so they should get about 15,000, 20,000 people in those seats. And let's get into it, y'all. Like I said earlier, I don't know the match order to this pay-per-view, but I am going to get into it and put my own spin to these. Intercontinental Championship match is going to be Kofi Kingston defending against The Miz. Now, if you remember, they've had two matches already this week. Tomorrow night will be the third. Kofi Kingston defeated The Miz on Raw with that nasty, nasty Trouble in Paradise kick to the face. And then on WWE main event on Tuesday or Wednesday night, whatever you want to prefer, he won the Intercontinental Championship from The Miz, in which both matches were very, very good, back and forth action kind of matches. But on WWE main event, The Miz beat down Kofi Kingston even more. So like I said on my predictions at Wrestling.com, Next Generation Wrestling, you have two guys that should have a good match. It's a good way to kick off a pay-per-view. It should be one of the better matches on the card. Like I said, this is the third match in a week. I don't like that, but you have a sense that you will see something that you haven't seen in the previous two matches in this match, just because of the two guys like that. Miz losing the Intercontinental Championship on main event was good for TV, and it made sense in the booking room as well. I do see Kofi Kingston winning this match, and I do see him moving on from The Miz, just because of The Miz. And we've been reporting on that GenerationWrestling.com. You can find the links in the description under this video. That they want Miz to go up to the upper echelon of the WWE. They want him to go in the main event picture. They want to get him in the main event feud. Who that will be, we don't know. Punk's taken. CM Punk's taken. Did I just say that back to the back? CM Punk's gone. John Cena, you can't. They'll find someone. Ryback, I don't see. So it'll be interesting to see how they go, because they do have many, many feuds going on. But I do see them finding a feud for The Miz. As for Kofi Kingston, they'll throw in some mid-carder in there. They'll build someone up. Who that will be, I don't know. We'll find that out on Monday Night Raw. I don't see them continuing this feud or storyline after this pay-per-view, just because The Miz lost back-to-back. They could extend it one more pay-per-view, and they might as well. But for a WWE fan, at least, I don't want to see it one more time. After this, Kofi Kingston retains. I'm done. Let's move on to something new. But this is, some people say it's a throwaway pay-per-view. The main event makes it not. It's actually been one of the more interesting Hell in a Cell pay-per-views in the last couple of years. So we'll see how this goes. As far as the undercard, it is kind of a throwaway pay-per-view. If you want to buy it. I'm not going to defer or say you should. But I'm just saying, the undercard's a bit weak. Kofi Kingston claims Intercontinental Championship. Divas Championship match is going to be Eve defending against Caitlyn and Layla. Caitlyn trying to get her title match. She finally gets it after she found out that Eve set the whole thing in motion. And then Eve won it later on that night. Don't remember pay-per-view, just because the Divas are kind of irrelevant right now. They have been, but they are trying to get them on track. But it is in a three-way, which is going to hurt Caitlyn. This is how I see it. Eve's doing a great job as champion. She's going to look, so it looks like Caitlyn and Layla, they'll double team old Eve for a little bit, but at the end of the day, at the final bell, they will cost each other the championship. Eve will sneak in and sneak out. For the win, you're still WWE champion. Alberto Del Rio versus Randy Orton. This should be one of the better matches of the night. ADR has been given a lot of hype since Orton's been filming 12-round sequel. So he hasn't been there, so there's no way you can really build up Randy Orton. Orton did come out and make the save on WWE Main Event TV this past week on Ion Network. But it seems like Orton should just go out there. And honestly, Orton should win this match just because he's getting his revenge. But somehow, someway, ADR, Alberto Del Rio, he gets a win out of this. Look for Ricardo Rodriguez to help him out. This is their first match on pay-per-view. Expected to go one more month. I wouldn't mind it, especially Orton being back on television. We'll see. I see Alberto Del Rio defeating Randy Orton. Tag Team Championships are on the line. It's going to be Team Hell No. It's going to be Kane and Daniel Bryan, the Tag Team Champions, taking on the Team Rhodes Scholar. Now, if you remember, Team Rhodes Scholar, which is Damian Sandow and Cody Rhodes, one of the better tag teams that are going on. And I really do like seeing how the tag team division is going up. We've been reporting for months and months and months that, they're pushing the tag team division. Well, they finally are, and I'm loving it. Tag team action is very different from singles competition. You get a different match from, at least the singles. Usually tag team matches, at least in WWE, you could, like I'm doing play-by-play tomorrow night. You can really tell how the match is going. Team Road Scholars will do quick in and out tag team double teams. They'll get the advantage, and then Kane or Daniel Bryan, either one, doesn't really matter. They'll get the hot tag and get that win. That's how these matches go. I see that. A lot of headlocks by Damian Sandow, which I despise doing play-by-play. Or at least for him, because he does headlocks a lot. If you really look at his matches, he does headlocks way too much. But anyway, this should be a good back and forth action kind of match. And Team Road Scholars have really got the advantage on the tag team champions, which will hurt them going into this match. It doesn't hurt Team Road Scholars to get a loss in this one, which will continue this storyline, continue this feud for one more month, maybe even two. I see Team Hell No getting their revenge and winning this match, but the feud, like I said, will continue over time. My prediction: Team Hell No retains and wins at Hell in a Cell. World Heavyweight Championship match is on the line. It's going to be Sheamus defending against the Big Show. We don't know if this is going to be the World or a Hell in a Cell match. Honestly, yes, I get it's Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, but it wouldn't really hurt the pay-per-view if there's only one Hell in a Cell match. They have been doing two, and you wait all year to see a Hell in a Cell. At least, we saw it at WrestleMania, but that was a totally different concept. Undertaker, Triple H, no comparison. Now, I think just because the CM Punk Ryback match is so huge that this match does deserve just to be in a Hell in a Cell. They could put Sheamus versus the Big Show in a Hell in a Cell. Wouldn't hurt the pay-per-view at all. I prefer it not to be. But they could always go that. It has been advertised that it's not a Hell in a Cell match. But like I said, they could always do that. In this feud, the Big Show has been getting all the hype. He's pretty much got the upper hand on Sheamus, which looks good going into the match. But it will be ultimately his downfall. Watch for Dolph Ziggler to cash in his Money in the Bank after the match. But whoever wins, I just don't see him winning the World Championship that night, just because the fans want it and WWE management doesn't. So it'll be like that. If he does cash it in, look for Sheamus to win it, just because it's a heel face concept. Too much confidence will lead to Sheamus pulling out the win out of his Irish hat. My prediction: Sheamus retains his World Heavyweight Championship. WWE Championship match is going to be in a Hell in a Cell. CM Punk, the best in the world, defends against the Machine, the Animal, Ryback, as Vince McMahon likes to say. Main event time. We speculate who's going to win this, how they're going to win it, and we will find out the answer at the end of this match. Then go many different ways for the finish. Here's my mindset on the match. Ryback and streak. He's been pushed over to the moon. CM Punk has had a title reign for over a year. I say they go with CM Punk somehow, some way, retaining a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, and probably in a cheap way. How will Ryback work? Will be very interesting because he usually goes out there and squashes people. You obviously can't get a DQ in a Hell in a Cell match because there's no disqualifications. Look for a quick roll-up. CM Punk, the best in the world, retains his WWE Championship. It wouldn't really hurt Ryback because they can just build him up as what he's doing right now. You could possibly see John Cena being thrown in there, but I don't think it's likely just because WWE hasn't really pushed him into it. We'll see how it goes, y'all. Go to wrestling.com, Next Generation Wrestling, no, Weebly.com, ProWrestlingUnleashed.weebly.com is in the description for those links for live play-by-play coverage, news, rumors, spoilers, leading up to the pay-per-view, and news. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you Sunday night for the review show. WWE Hell in a Cell 2012 pay-per-view predictions. We'll see you next time.